Let's look inside two children's Bibles. The first one is the One-Year Bible for Children. This has daily readings and questions. And then the second one is the New International Reader's Version of the Bible. So I'll give you guys a flip through just so that you can see what's inside these. Today was really neat. This is when we actually started this book. And last night in my own reading, I was reading about the tabernacle, how it was built, all the details and who built it. And just happened to be today's reading in here. So it was just so neat because there were a few things that they brought up that stood out to me when I read it. And then there were some other things too that I was able to talk to my kids about because I just read it last night. And I love when God does stuff like that. It's just so encouraging. And yeah, he's living and the Bible is living. So let's take a look inside. Time for a real page turner. The New International Reader's Version, Discoverer's Bible. Large print Bible for early readers. Two of my sons have been so excited about this and just reading throughout it. And you can see in here that a lot of it uses simple words, but it is still talking about the whole Bible. This particular one has pictures throughout it. Here it's got a list of famous people and where you can read about them. There's a picture of David and Goliath. And again, the reference. So I do like that it has the reference where to find the story. In the back, they have a dictionary with some terms in it. And they have where to find famous Bible stories. And some maps. Now, kind of on a side note, I am going to say that I do not agree with this map here. And that's probably a story for another time. But if you look into where the real Mount Sinai is, you'll see that it's over here in Midian. It even says in the Bible that he went back to Midian, and there's a mountain there that's burnt black, and they had to cross the sea. There's no sea crossing here. So here's where they cross the sea, and they have found the wheels, the chariot wheels, in the sea right here, and pillars that show where they crossed. So I never agree with the maps that they include, unfortunately, in the Bibles that I've seen. I'm sure some have the correct map in there. Next up, we have the One-Year Bible for Children, Daily Bible Readings for a Growing Faith. And it says at the beginning each month, and has what stories will be included. So this is not a complete Bible. This is more of a devotional, but going through the Bible. So it's more of a commentary. It's not straight out of Scripture. Okay, and to show you an example, they're all different lengths, but like here's one for January 4th. It tells you the topic. It tells you where to find it in the Bible. And then it explains it in kind of a living book type of way. And then there's something to remember and questions and a way to discuss with your children, something to discover, and then something to apply. So they all have those three topics at the end. You see here, we've got a whole page and then a picture on the other page. So some are longer, some are shorter. And the other day was March 10th, where we read about the tabernacle. And that was so great because I had just read about it. A ton of gold, over a ton of gold in the tabernacle. Amazing. So, and you can see some have pictures, some do not. I like that I'll be able to just pick this up, especially if there's not something specific that we're doing or studying at the time. This will be a great way to keep the Bible going. My boys were definitely engaged. The harder thing is not having conversation to get through the reading part because they just think about so many things and love to talk about what they're thinking about. So I hope these two resources will be beneficial for you and your family as well. Remember that real life is messy and beautiful, and better with books. Great children's Bible resources. We'll just call them Bibles. They are Bibles. All right, so, not so. Okay,